Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. It's me, Imran Ahmed, mentor Rigorous English, and once again I'm here in front of you. Today I'm going to really talk about the spoken English and also the pronunciation, how you're going to make your value in your life throughout anyone's life to have a wonderful and perfect spoken English and pronunciation. That is really international phonetic standard. That's actually I'm going to talk about it and the significance of the language skills. Why actually we learn the language? Basically, we learn language for have a great communication with in our job market, in our academic life, and also our business world. As we believe in that whole world is right now, global cutting edge, and this cutting edge create the world just a global village. And this village is not only for our the business, it's also a great way to improve influence our business student, and also it's also great influence for our teachers, especially for the business or any competitive courses for the teachers and as a businessman, right? So each of the areas of a business, English language that create a great value, and that value help them to have a expose the right quality of value for the target market, target people, and even for develop themselves. All right. If I think about the business, business management. In this situation, first of all, one thing is coming over in a great way, the education. What happened is as a student, as education and educator, they must have to access in a global curriculum access. As you believe in the global curriculum means the business are very transformed the way you can learn in books and materials and sources. Every single things are all over the world at different sources. Like if you say great English language skill for the Cambridge, Oxford University, Harvard University, and many others, right? In the world top university, they're providing their text, their case study, their presentation, every single thing in English. So as a student, you must have to have a great way to have English language skills. And another important things, academic mobility. Nowadays, anyone from the different country, they're going from one place to other countries for better education, for better knowledge, expertise. That's going to use it for global perspective. And this situation, English are playing a very crucial role play. You know very well that the IELTS exams or GMAT, GRE, SAT, any exam, any competitive exam for global standard to show you proficiency, you must have to have a great spoken English, communication skills. Not only that, during the study, if you want to have a job to manage your money, you must have to have a communication skills. So IELTS is not enough for you. IELTS is they give you to the great way to access for your university, but real life is start from university. You continue your study at university for listening the lectures, make the assignment, dissertation, coursework, so many stuff. In the meantime, presentation you have to show you up. And that's why even if you are feel independent to have earn money, if you have a chance to work 20 hours or more than that in a summertime, in vacations, you're going to go for it. But in a global market, you must have to have a great expertise in English language skills. And not only for, if you want to growth your careers and earn more money, you don't want to stay in executive level, you want to be a CEO, you want to be an entrepreneur, right, in the future. So English language are playing a very vital role in this area. All right, so exactly the same thing I gonna tell you as a teachers, who are teacher, who are mentor, who are coach, right? If you want to make your great to present yourself for anybody, you must have to have a great business knowledge, and this is the global education knowledge. If you want to access it, you must have to have a good English language skills, all right? And also international opportunity must be here. If you think in our country, in Bangladesh, many coach, many one. Nowadays, they are internationally, they make the exposure. They work for the international companies. They work for the training station, right? Many one in our country. So that's why I'm saying you must have to have a very good at in English language skills, especially for the spoken English, your presentation skills, your communication skills, and even as a teacher, you must have to a class management. You have to manage the class. You have to deal with the right way for the student, right? Many native students are actually anywhere in the world. So if you want to deal with them, if you want to talk the right way, if you want to speak like a native one, right, like a global standard, you must have to have a great way to develop yourself. And modern curriculum is also dependent on English. And finally, if I want to say another important part, which is vibrant in our country, our world, that is called entrepreneur, the businessman. And businessman is the real heart, real machine that's create the job, that's create the product and right opportunity for our global market, right? So in this situation, you must have to have a start a business, joint venture, acquisition, or even a treaty and agreement. And if you want to make an international trade in manywhere, if you want to work as a delegates, right, you must have to have a very good at in English language skills. That proficiency can change you, transform you many way. And if another important area for spoken English, I want to really mean that the bureaucrat administration for any countries, right, foreign ministry, like any country represent our country people, our admin, our foreigners, our foreign admin, or those are really represented as a bureaucrat, as a, I mean, for country, for any other countries. So if you can't talk right way, if you can't express yourself the perfect way, so that's become the problem for our country. So the country is not a, nepotism is not work in this area. You must have to have a, not only for your certificate degrees, you must have to have a great way to communication, I mean communicative skills. And that communicative skill, you have to present it, you have to great voice, that voice going to help you the right way to connect with the audience, connection with everyone, every stakeholder, the government, to admin, to others, different sectors for the government in countries. So you have to represent yourself like a, it's like an international, national, global, different agreement, a different summit, different anywhere. We have to represent our country. So as a bureaucrat, as an admin of our country, if you want to represent yourself, you must have to have a great language skill. So finally, I would like to say rigorous English are providing that types of international and global standard English language skills. Because why is the international, as I'm saying to you? Because I'm teaching the straightforward. I'm the mentor. I got the international exposures. I was in UK 7 years. I studied in university. I studied my bachelor in Dhaka University. And this is the great way. I have a business graduate, right? So I know very well how to give you not only for language, also the other creative one, other way to deal with the different country, different organization, different way to go there, right? So I gonna give you the right way to information, to have a way to engage for your study, for your business, for your anything. All right. So that experience I'm going to share with you. So finally, I would like to say language is the mother of your expression. So if you want to show your attitude, your gratitude, your personality around the world, even in a country or anywhere, you must have to have a great voice. And voice only can create for international standard, international phonetic alphabet. And that will give you the modern receipt pronunciation to change your life. Not only change your life, you will represent for our country, for our betterment for any countries, anywhere. So that change your life, that gives the great freedom for your life, freedom for your life, freedom for your family members, freedom for our country. So that's for me. So I'm offering for anybody who are interested to really want to work as a global standard quality of English language skill. You are welcome for Rigorous English at Mohammadpur at offline basis and online basis. So we have phone number. Anytime you can join with us and we feel the freedom, change, transform your life digitally to face the modern world and be a successful Indian career. Thank you very much once again. Bye then.